Welcome back, everyone. Today we're diving into a story where a mother goose takes on an unexpected threat to safeguard her precious eggs. You won't believe the courage she shows against an attacker who's much stronger than her. But before we dive in, don't forget to hit that like button for more captivating animal stories. The story begins in a serene setting. Picture this, a vast compound nestled amidst lush greenery. The sky was awash with the soft hues of dawn, and the water mirrored the gentle light like a painter's palette. A light mist rose lazily above the tranquil surface, adding a touch of mystery and tranquility to the scene. It was a picturesque moment, one that hinted at the peacefulness of nature's embrace. In the heart of this serene landscape stood our feathered protagonist, a goose. She stood majestically near the shore, her feathers fluffed up to emphasize her importance. Her sharp, beady eyes scanned the surroundings, ever vigilant and ready to respond to any disturbance. The goose knew these waters intimately. Every ripple, every shadow held a story. And today, something felt different. But before we dive into the unfolding drama, take a moment to appreciate the significance of the goose's protective instincts. In the animal kingdom, motherhood often comes with challenges, and geese are no exception. Their nests, usually tucked away in secluded spots, are vulnerable to predators. Yet the bond between a mother and her eggs is unbreakable. This goose is not just guarding eggs, she's nurturing a future. Each egg within that small nest holds the potential for new life. And for the goose, the instinct to protect kicks in with unwavering force. The pond, once a symbol of tranquility, now becomes the setting for a silent battle. The goose, with its humble yet fierce determination, stands as a testament to the strength that comes from love. Now let's continue with the story. The goose's keen eyes caught a movement at the far end of the pond. Something unusual was happening. Emerging from the water was a creature that shouldn't have been there. At first glance, it appeared to be a reptile with a long, slender body. As it moved closer, its features became clearer. It was a monitor lizard, a species known for its varied habitats, from swamps to grasslands. But what was this predator doing in such close proximity to the goose's nest? Monitor lizards, renowned for their adaptability and resilience, are found across vast territories. They're not just any ordinary reptiles. These creatures possess a unique set of traits that make them both fascinating and formidable, with their elongated bodies perfectly adapted for life in diverse environments. They navigate swamps, grasslands, and even urban areas with ease. Monitor lizards aren't just survivors, they're active hunters. Their varied diets reflect their opportunistic nature. They're not picky eaters. Their diet can include fish, birds, mammals, and even other reptiles. It's this adaptability that has allowed them to thrive in different habitats across the globe. Their intelligence is another remarkable trait. Monitor lizards are problem solvers. They're capable of opening doors and tackling complex puzzles to obtain their desired rewards. Some species even exhibit playfulness, displaying curiosity and engagement with their surroundings. Monitor lizards are more than just reptiles. They're intelligent hunters with diverse diets and intriguing behaviors. Their presence in various habitats is a testament to their adaptability, making them a truly fascinating part of the natural world. But now, it's time to turn our attention back to our story. The sight of the monitor lizard approaching sent a wave of realization through the goose. This wasn't a friendly visitor. The predator's eyes were fixed on her nest, revealing its true intentions. The goose understood the danger it posed. Monitor lizards are known for their predatory instincts, and its gaze confirmed that her eggs were in peril. The goose couldn't afford to be paralyzed by fear. She had to act. As the monitor lizard closed in, the goose's instincts took over. She let out a series of loud hisses, each one aimed at driving the predator back. Her body language changed. She puffed up her feathers, making herself look larger and more intimidating than she actually was. The goose was preparing for a fight, a battle to protect her most precious possession, her eggs. Now, picture the intensity of the moment. The predator's intent is clear. The goose is determined to defend. There's a clash of wills, a standoff that seems to hang in the balance. The question is, how will this confrontation play out? Will the goose's bravery be enough to outsmart the predator? Or will the eggs be lost to the lurking danger? Keep watching to find out how this brave bird faces off against a much stronger opponent in a fight for her family's future. Don't miss a single detail of this epic showdown. Stay tuned for the next chapter of the goose's incredible story. With every step the lizard took, the tension mounted. The predator's heavy steps echoed across the silent water, amplifying the impending threat. The goose stood firm, its gaze unwavering, willing the lizard to make the first move. It was a game of nerves, a battle of wills, and the stakes were incredibly high. Finally, the lizard made its move, lunging from the water at the edge. The sudden attack caught the goose off guard. It seemed as though the predator had anticipated her every move. The lizard's strategy was clear. It wanted to get to the eggs before the goose could react. However, the goose wasn't going down without a fight. With a burst of energy, she launched into the air, wings beating furiously. The sky momentarily disturbed the tranquility of the dawn as she soared above the pond. The lizard, momentarily stunned by the goose's aerial maneuver, paused its assault on the nest. In that brief moment, the goose had the advantage. She swooped down, aiming for the lizard with a powerful peck. The surprise attack caught the predator off balance. The impact of the beak against its scales was a resounding declaration of the goose's tenacity. The lizard recoiled, momentarily stunned, but quickly recovered. This was far from being over. The predator's resolve seemed unshakable. With a snarl, it lunged again, claws extended, determined to breach the nest's defenses. The goose, heart pounding, beat its wings rapidly, creating a whirlwind of feathers around the nest, the wind snatching at the lizard's scales, as if trying to push it back from where it came. As the lizard struggled to penetrate the protective circle of feathers, the goose focused all its strength on defending the nest. Each flap of her wings, each beat of her heart echoed the urgency of the situation. It was a Wangu's army facing a relentless enemy. But the goose refused to back down. Determined to drive the lizard away, the goose continued its aerial assault. Diving and pecking, it harassed the predator, making every inch of the nest a battleground. The lizard, though persistent, began to show signs of fatigue. Its movements, once swift and precise, now seemed sluggish and off balance. Yet despite the odds stacked against it, the predator's determination remained strong. The battle raged on, each side refusing to yield. The sun climbed higher in the sky, casting its warm glow over the intense struggle. But amidst the chaos, there was a lull. In the midst of the ongoing struggle, the goose noticed a change in the lizard's behavior. It paused its attacks, seeming to consider another approach. The silence, broken only by the occasional hiss or flap of wings, amplified the tension. What was the lizard planning? Would it abandon its assault or devise a new strategy to infiltrate the nest? The goose remained vigilant, each sense alert for any sign of the predator's next move. Suddenly, the lizard made its move. It veered sharply, swiftly darting towards the water's edge. Before the goose could react, it disappeared into the pond's depths, leaving behind a trail of ripples and the echo of the struggle. The sudden disappearance left the goose momentarily stunned. The predator's vanishing act, unexpected and swift, broke the rhythm of the battle. The goose, taken aback by this new development, tilted its head, trying to understand the lizard's intentions. Was this a retreat, a regrouping, or simply a cunning tactic to lure her away from the nest? The tension eased slightly, but the goose's vigilance didn't waver. She knew the predator was still a threat, waiting, observing from somewhere beneath the water's surface. As the moments stretched into an uneasy calm, the goose remained resolute. Her protective instincts, her determination to safeguard her eggs, burned brightly within her. The battle may have taken an unexpected turn, but the goose's spirit remained unbroken. She continued to stand guard, her eyes scanning the water, her ears attuned to any sound that might break the stillness. And so the story reaches a pivotal point. The predator's underwater retreat adds a layer of complexity to the standoff. The goose must now contend with an unseen enemy, a foe that can strike from any moment. The question is, how will she navigate this new challenge? Will her protective instincts guide her, or will the elusive predator find a way to outmaneuver her? Stay tuned to find out how the goose adapts to this evolving threat and whether she emerged victorious in this battle for her eggs. As the goose stood there, it realized that this was just a pause, a moment in a larger struggle. The predator was still out there, hidden, waiting for an opportunity to strike. So she stood her ground, determined to protect her eggs with her life. Her unwavering courage in the face of danger serves as a reminder that strength doesn't always come from size or power, but from the depth of a mother's love. So, friends, today we witnessed an extraordinary display of courage and tenacity. A mother goose fearlessly defends her eggs against a much stronger predator. Her bravery and strategic brilliance were truly inspiring. If you enjoyed this story, give it a thumbs up and share your thoughts in the comments below. And if you want to be a part of our community and get notifications about our latest videos, don't forget to subscribe. Thank you for joining us. Until next time, stay wild, stay curious, and never stop exploring the wonders of the animal kingdom.